UFC FPI 6 headed your way March 3rd, live and exclusively on UFC Fight Pass. And it all leads up to our main event, Craig Jones. He takes on Rafael Lovato. Craig is a guy who has been on the scene for a long time. He's really embraced the idea of being in the spotlight, saying all the right things, which sometimes seem to be almost all the wrong things because he's, is flying by the seat of his pants. But that's why he is so likable. A guy that I anticipate his post-fight interview as much as I anticipate him stepping on the mat, and we'll see what he can do here. B-Mac, give me your thoughts on the rise of Craig Jones. I had a chance to interview him over the weekend, and he said he's the most successful BJJ player lately for not really being all that good. Obviously self-deprecating and humble, but the man is a savage on the mat, and like I said, just one of the best interviews in the sport.
Yeah, one of the best interviews. Craig has really embraced the role of entertainer, even more than the role of grappler. Obviously,
he's doing
he's
karate combat.
Elite. He's a super elite grappler. Yeah.
He just goes out there and he does anything to entertain people. Like, why is Craig Jones doing karate combat? Because he's an entertainer.
Because he likes to party, dude. Old Johnny knows beers. He's ready to get down. So, yeah, Craig has really embraced that. I'm here to bring entertainment to the sport. And obviously being an elite grappler, he's definitely downplaying his skill set. I mean, he's beaten some of the best, and he's submitted some of the best. He's had, of course, that classic matchup with Gordon where it went into overtime, and they were, he was this close to putting Gordon away, and he just couldn't find a way to get it done. But Craig has performed and proved over and over that he's absolutely one of the pinnacle players in the entire sport in any weight class. One of the most fun guys to watch. People like his style. One thing about Craig, though, he does have a tendency sometimes to get bogged down into playing the game that he came to play rather than looking for, okay, I came to do this. The match is not playing out that way. I should change my strategy and look for an opening and how to win. We have seen in the past he can get bogged down. And I think about his match at, I think it was at Fury. Was it against Sean Brady? He had a match with Sean Brady. Anyway, Craig sat and he played butterfly guard the whole time, and Brady couldn't get past, but Craig really couldn't open up, never really opened his game up and changed strategy when it became obvious that this wasn't going to be his path to victory. And I think Craig does have a tendency to get bogged down into that style of game sometimes. We will see. I think he understands the stakes here. Like this is high stakes. Like he's going to really have an opportunity to push not just himself, but the whole sport up a level with this FPI situation. But again, and I think about, was it his match with Felipe Pena? Mm-hmm. Where they just they stayed on the feet at FPI pretty much the whole time, right?
Yeah. That was very tactical really changed, the way they approached it, yeah. Yeah,
never really changed his strategy. And I think if we really want to see Craig move into that next level of stardom, like that kind of stretches beyond just the jiu-jitsu community, he's going to have to open up that game if he runs into any situations where it's like, force meets force and nothing's going on. So sometimes if I had a criticism of Craig, that would really be the only one.
Fact-checking you are correct. Sean Brady is the matchup Fury Pro 1. So
I ain't got the job for no reason, baby.
That's true. Rafael Lovato, as he says, Claudia, kind of an old school guy. He's been around for a long time, former MMA world champion, now coming into the FPI stage. Is this a case of like the new school grappler and Craig Jones taking on the old school grappler in Lovato?
I would say so. Lovato has been around for so long, right? They are both so experienced, but I think Lovato has more experience out of the two. He's been competing jiu-jitsu forever and has a lot of experience with the IBJJF point system, which we're going to have a little bit of that in the overtime at FPI. So I think Lovato's experience will play a big role in this match, but I like the match. I like the match. I like the way that Craig will, you know, like step up to a guy to fight a guy like Lovato that is experienced, that it's been there for so long, and I'm excited for this one too.
Yeah, Lovato, FPI veteran. He was on the first card of the UFC Fight Pass Invitational, so now he returns in the main event spotlight against Craig Jones. Cannot wait for it. Again, it is March 3rd, UFC Fight Pass Invitational 6, live and exclusive on UFC Fight Pass.